Hello, Miss Small. How are you doing today?
I'm good.
That's good. My name is Jacob. I'm going to be your student physical therapist assistant today. So what we're going to be doing is a couple exercises. We're going to be doing a balance, strengthening, and stretching exercise. I'm going to show you a couple of regressions and progressions. Is that okay?
Okay.
Alright, for this, I might have to put my hands on you or on the limb so I can help you get in position or put some resistance. Is it okay if I come in contact with you?
Yep.
Alright, so before we start, I just want to go over contraindications and precautions. We are non-weight bearing in this limb right now, so we don't want to put any weight on it, any shearing forces that might injure that leg. And when we're doing the standing for the balance exercise, you are a little bit of a fall risk because you do have the one limb, so I'll be guarding you throughout that. Before we start, I'm going to be putting a gait belt on you for that exercise.
Okay.
Alright. So what we're going to be starting with is strengthening exercise. We're going to be doing some hip flexion. So for this, we're going to be doing active range of motion, as you do have a 3- for your muscle grade. So for this, I just want you to bring your limb and bring it as high as you can, and doing that 3 sets of 10. For this video, we'll be doing 1 set. So can you go ahead and bring up that limb just as high as you can. Good. Go back down. And up. You can count. That's going to be 2. And up.
3. 4.
Let me know if you feel any pain or if you get tired.
5. 6.
You can give me a little eye.
7.
There we go.
8. 9. 10.
Good. And for our progression, we're going to be adding a 2-pound cuff. This is progression because we're adding weight, we're increasing the overload effect. So we're going to be doing the same thing going up. Go ahead.
1.
And 1 more.
2.
Alright. And now for the regression. Alright, so whenever you lay with your head to the other direction, I'm going to hold your leg for protection. I just want you to turn and scoot over, okay? And then your side right here. Good. Right, so for this, I want you to lay full length. Pull the pillow out of your way. And I want you to bring this limb forward. And as we come through that motion, we're going to be counting to 8, okay? I'm going to be putting resistance with my hand, and we're going to be stabilizing at the head. So go ahead and start fully length. And go here. I just want you to push in my hands. Don't try to overpower me, just kind of go with the motion. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Good. And so the reason we're doing these strengthening exercises is because we are trying to create an overload on those muscles. This is going to cause little micro tears, which is going to cause hypertrophy, so that means the cells are going to get larger, stronger, and it's going to help you do that motion with greater force and speed the next time you try to perform it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so now we're going on to stretching. So I want you to lay flat, just like you're in bed, but on your stomach. Let's do. Alright, so now we're moving on to our stretching. So for this, I want you to place your hands on the couch. You're just going to push yourself all the way up and we're going to stretch out the hip flexors.
Okay.
Since you did have a positive Thomas test, so they are a little tight. We're going to be doing that for 3 times by 30 seconds. For the video, we're going to do 1 set, so I want you to go ahead and get in that position. Good. You're just going to hold that for 30 seconds. I'll count it out for you. Just remember to breathe. And let me know if there's any pain. If you're getting too tired, we can modify it or something. Doing okay though?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It's 12 seconds. You feel a good stretch right by your head?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Now the point of this is we're doing this prolonged stretch. You can go ahead and go down now. So the reason we're doing this stretching is we're using a long, slow stretch. We're targeting the sarcomeres so they can hit their limit, and then we're going to be hitting the muscle fibers we're stretching both of those out so we can get the tissues to expand. And initially, we're going to be hitting elastic deformation. So, an increase in range of motion, but it's not permanent. That's going to last 4 to 6 weeks. And if we're doing this every day, after those 4 to 6 weeks, we should see a pretty permanent change in that range of motion. Okay?
Okay.
Now for our progression, I would be doing a manual stretch. So I'm going to place my hand at the back of your hip and under your residual limb. And I'm going to be lifting it up until we feel a nice good stretch. I'm going to be just holding that 3 by 30 seconds again. And for a regression, we're going to be doing the same thing, but this time you're just going to go up on your elbows. Can you do that for me? We're going to do the same thing. Push as high as you can. We're going to be doing that 3 by 30 seconds again. Alright. Now we're going to go on to our last exercise, which is going to be balance. So what we're doing with this is I'm going to have you sit up. Careful of that one. And placing this chair in front of you. So before we start, I'm going to be placing this gate belt on you. Can you lift your arms up for a second? Thank you. This is just for safety reasons. We don't want you to fall over or anything. I'm placing the shoe on you so you don't slip. Good. What I'm doing is I'm coming to this side so I can guard the left side. And I want you to scoot to the edge of the couch. What we're doing is leaning forward, putting our weight onto this limb, and pushing off the couch at the same time. Once you're up, I want you to grab onto this chair. Whenever you're ready. Good. So for our first exercise, we're going to be doing a single leg side-to-side reach. So what I want you to do is take your hands off the chair, and one at a time reach to the left and then right. Good. We will be doing this 3 by 20 seconds. If you lose your balance, I'm here to hold on you. There you go. Couple more seconds. Good. Now go ahead and put one hand on this chair. Both. So for regression, we're going to be doing one upper extremity support. So you're going to be holding on that chair, and that's when you're going to be reaching to one side. And then you're going to switch hands and reach to the opposite side. That way we always have something holding the chair that'll help you keep your balance. Good. This is going to be again 3 by 20 seconds. And then for a progression, we're going to be taking our hands off the chair again. And we're going to be reaching forward and across. This is going to increase with some rotational movements. Just diagonal across. There you go. Let's try it one more time. There we go. Good. Go ahead. You can go ahead and sit down. Reach back. There we go. Go ahead and lay it back down on the couch. If you want me to remove the belt, I can. Alright. Go ahead and lay back down. Take care of the limb. did you feel after all that?
Good.
Good? Okay. So next time what we're going to be working on is trying to increase those strength exercises. Try to get it to where you can go through the full range. We'll try to do that weight cut permanently. If not, go past that. And then what we're going to be doing is continue working on those balance exercises. They were a little unsteady, so I just want to kind of get you there so you're ready to work with that residual limb and progress to where you can use that prosthetic when you get it, okay?
Okay.
Alright, so your mom is in the next room, so you do have someone with you.
How old am I?
13.
And my mother was not with me. Alone with a man. There are so many issues with this scenario. I just want you to know that. A 13-year-old would never be left alone with a man. If they came with me, they would be in the area.
They didn't come with you. You're at home. You're literally at home for this one.
And my mother's not with me?
She's in the next room.
You know, that's what happened with the coach thing. The sexual harassment case.
They were at her home. And the mom was in the next room.
The dad was in the same room.
Wow.
You don't trust people. Just letting you know. Sorry, you're going to have to redo that. It caught me off guard when you said mom.
I'm actually going to sit back down because I have to do the rationale for the balance. So I'm pretend I just took this off.
Okay.
So you sit back up. And this time, don't lay down so fast because I do have to protect your limb.
I feel like I'm going to throw up.
You have about a minute left in this if you can just cooperate.
I've been cooperating.
I know. I'm going to keep you for that. If you want tea or something, I can make tea. So go ahead and just sit back like you were originally. And you're going to couch.
What?
Just go ahead and sit back against the couch like you were the first time. Alright, so the reason we did that for the balance exercises is we're trying to target the somatosensory system. So that's how your brain gets signals receiving pain, pressure, light touch, temperature. It's going to send the signal into the brain. It's going to increase those sensory inputs. And those signals are going to hit the brain. It's going to send an increased amount of motor outputs, some motor signals, which target the muscles. They're going to contract, and that co-contraction of all the muscles is going to help stabilize your balance and try to keep you more steady. Okay? Alright. So I'm going to have you lay back down, whichever way you want to feel comfortable. And I'm going to guard your limb. Bring that up on the couch. Go ahead and lay flat. So how do you feel that session went?
Good.
Good? Alright. So for next session, I do want to continue working on the balance exercises. You were a little bit unsteady. And I want to try to increase those strength exercises. So that progression we did, I want to do that continuous and even possibly go beyond that. Stretching, I think you're doing pretty well. You're getting close to that range of motion, but we do want to keep working that. You can even do that at home every day when I'm not here. That's going to make it a much easier progression. Alright, so your mom is over here on the side, so if you need anything, you can let her know. I'm going to be going. Have a good day. Thank you.